We need a little music on that, Julian. That would have been good to have a little theme song. So first of all, thank you so much. I know how busy everybody is, and we're in trying times now. There is a lot going on. Maybe some of us thought we might get a break when we don't have to actually go into the office. But it seems like for many of us, and I definitely look at this screen, I know you're busier than ever. So I appreciate you taking some time for a good cause here. These times are really something that tests a population. I believe it brings out the best in people too. So I know that as a city, we're trying to put forward kindness and love, and that message is so important in line with all the other things that are going on around the country right now. So this is a beautiful initiative. I'd like to throw it over to our Director of Emergency Management, Kevin Simmons, who has guided the city to this point in a steady way and really kept a beautiful balance. So over to you, Chief.
Thank you, Mayor, and thanks to everyone who's participating in this effort. This is a great effort, and I'm very, very enthusiastic to be a part of it. Back in early March, Annapolis came together to fight COVID-19 to keep the virus from claiming our community. Our battle cry was prevent the spread and flatten the curve. Our main weapons in the battle was maintaining social distancing of 6 feet, thoroughly washing our hands for 20 seconds, and avoid touching our eyes, nose, and mouth, and above all, wear some type of face covering. Taking a steady course and with lots of sacrifice from all Annapolitans in the business community, we were able to flatten the curve, and we can now start to a slow and smart journey back to life as we knew it pre-coronavirus. To be very clear, we continue our fight against coronavirus, and the Annapolis community will need to stay vigilant and to continue to do all we can to limit the spread and prevent any resurgence of COVID-19. One of the leading ways to prevent the spread of COVID-19 is to wear a cloth mask when out in the public. Face coverings block the spread of larger respiratory droplets and reduce the potential to spread COVID-19. Currently, Marylanders are required to wear face coverings when inside of retail establishments or riding any form of public transportation. It is recommended that you wear a face covering when you're in public, especially when you cannot maintain the proper 6-foot distancing. Our community has been diligent in doing their part by using masks, but there are underserved portions of our community that need help in acquiring masks. These families, especially the children, could use our help to be a part of the solution going forward. We are asking everyone to step up, as we always do in Annapolis, to provide masks for those among us who are not able to get one themselves. We have an immediate need for about 1,000 masks for children who will be attending summer activities and are returning to school in the fall. We also need another 1,000 masks for adults in need. Critical resources such as masks and face coverings are the key in our effort to continue moving forward toward a safe environment for everyone so we can get back to a normal lifestyle. And I'd like to extend a hearty thanks to all our partners in this effort. And I also want to introduce our very community-oriented Senator Sarah Elfreth. Senator Elfreth can always be counted on to champion any cause to make life better for the underserved and the underrepresented. So Senator, I'll turn over to you for comments.
Thank you so much, Chief, for your kind words, and thank you for everybody and our mayor and our community partners for organizing this. We are at a very difficult time in our community, as a state, as a nation, as a world, facing an unprecedented pandemic. But I have to tell you, as your senator, as someone who has the privilege of having a pulse of what's going on in our community, I have just been so impressed with how we've come together in this difficult time. And it's shown that we are one community, whether it be with the faith groups stepping up with food distribution, or be it our school system serving over 1 million meals to children around the county, or be it this incredible effort to come together, to pull together as a community. And our actions as individuals impact our neighbors. And I think the issue of masks is that example, that it might be difficult, it might be hot and sweaty, especially as we try to enjoy the summer months and the beautiful weather and the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. But it's important not just to keep our families safe, but to keep our neighbors safe. And that is the true test of a community. And so this drive is going to help us keep each other safe in the months to come. And so we can continue to bend that curve, and we can continue to see and seek a final resolution to this pandemic and to keep our community safe. So thank you for letting me be a part of this. As we always say here in District 30, I'm only as good as my teammates. And so I'm so thrilled that Delegate Henson and Delegate Jones can be with us and speak about the work in the community and why this is so important. And so my wonderful teammate, Delegate Henson, if you'd like to jump in.
Thank you, Senator Elfreth. I'll simply say that a 6-inch piece of fabric has never been more important. I wear this mask so I'm safe, but more importantly, I wear this mask so that you're safe. We wear this mask when we're in public so that we can make sure everybody in our district and in our city is safe. It's never been more important than it is right now to make sure that we're taking public health as safe as we are during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is something that everybody can do to make sure they're doing their part in the city of Annapolis. So if you have the ability to sew masks, if you have the ability to donate masks, here's your opportunity to make sure that you're fighting back against COVID-19 here in the city of Annapolis. This is your opportunity, Annapolis. We're all here, we're standing up, we're better together. Thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank everybody on this call. This is so important, and it's so easy to do. I have seen so much kindness and grace and love in the weeks since this pandemic hit. And this is an easy way for us to continue that love. For so many of our fellow neighbors, our citizens, and our loved ones who have underlying health conditions, wearing a mask keeps everyone safe. And while you might know a friend who has someone at home with an underlying health condition, and a way that we can keep everyone safe is to wear our masks. So I thank everyone on this call, and I thank everybody for doing their part. I've seen so much kindness in the food distribution and around Annapolis. So when I pick up my takeout in downtown Annapolis, I always have my mask on, and I'm so happy that so many are doing this. So let's continue the love.
Let me get a minute, millennial. Thank you so much, Senator Elfreth, Delegate Henson, Delegate Jones. We couldn't have better representation than you. Thank you for all the kindness. Everywhere I go, you guys are there showing up for the community. I want to just introduce what we're doing here. It is hashtag Masks for Annapolis campaign. It is a partnership with the city, the Office of Emergency Management, Hilton Gardens Inns of Annapolis, the downtown. And again, to reiterate our goal here, it's 1,000 masks for children. Summer camp is coming up. We are nowhere near the end of this thing, and kids will not be able to attend summer camps if they haven't got masks. It's just, we assume that it's easy for people to get access to these sorts of things, and it's not easy for everyone. So I'm so excited that we really have focused on the children here. And then of course, the parents, a goal of 1,000 masks for the parents. But it wouldn't have been possible really without the people that showed up really early in this city. And it's our partners at the Hilton Garden Inn of Annapolis on West Street, whether they were baking cookies for our first responders or offering rooms at a discount. They didn't think twice about, what's this going to do about our brand or anything like that. They knew there was a need. They reached out to the city before we even asked and said, we have places for people to go if you need to isolate them, if they need to get a rest, if they just need to sort of some relief from the pressure. And so with that, I'd like to introduce the GM of Hilton Garden Inn. It is Joseph Mensa. And I probably butchered your name there. I apologize if I have, Joseph. But again, thank you for your kindness. Thank you to Mary, and I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Buckley, and all the participants on the call. This is a tremendous community effort, and the Hilton Garden Inn downtown is very excited to be part of this effort and to play the role. We wanted not only to provide a little incentive for people to participate, but also take an opportunity to help out some of our downtown area restaurants. With that being said, we rallied some of our business partners to donate some prizes related to this contest. In the heart and soul of this effort has been our Director of Sales, Mary Pax. Mary Pax has worked tremendously with the Office of Emergency Personnel, some of the hospitals in the vicinity, whether it be baking cookies or we donating food to the farmers market. So Mary's been so much tremendous and has been such a partner to this effort that I'll be bestowed if I don't actually extend a very big thank you for myself and on behalf of everybody to Mary. She's done such an amazing work for the community. And at this time, I would like to introduce Mary to share a few kind words. Mary?
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, yes, we can. Yeah.
Oh, so that's great. So I'm going to start off crying. So basically, I'm so proud to be part of this Annapolis community. I really wanted to do something when this all started, and I reached out to Chief Simmons and his team, and they said, this is what we need. So I've been making them for a while, and I was thinking how I could get other people to help as well. And I thought, who doesn't love a contest? So I reached out to the mayor's office, chief, and to Good Charlotte's amazing manager. Thank you, Joey. And everybody was on board right away. It was like, what can we do? What can we do to help? How can we make this fantastic? We've had great participation from our local businesses to donate prizes, and we're really excited to see the creativity and generosity of the community. We're proud to do our part to help the community effort and provide masks for OEM to help those in need. And thanks for having us as a partner, the Hilton Garden Annapolis downtown.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. So we have obviously on the line one of Annapolis's favorite sons, my good friend. These guys have played all throughout the city on their way up to being famous. They have never forgotten their roots. They stepped up for the Annapolis Rising benefit concert when, without even blinking, they stepped forward and said, what can we do to help? And played for no fee whatsoever. It was a beautiful event that helped to heal the city 1 month after the shooting. They must have a connection to the hotel because it's awesome that you guys have showed up just to say some kind words. And we missed you, Joel. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to you, and let's hear from you.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for having me. It's so important to me to stay and feel connected to the community in Annapolis and in Maryland. It's just so important to us. For it will always be home, and it continues to be home. And I really appreciate Mayor Buckley. You always really make an effort to help me stay connected, and it means a lot to me. It's definitely one of the things that I want to be a part of is this community, and you guys are doing an incredible job. I think now more than ever, we all see it. It's community leadership is what really it continues to drive us forward, and it continues to bring people together. And so through this time, I know it's been challenging for everyone, and it will continue to be challenging, but it is really these efforts that you all are making. So anything I can ever do to support that really means a lot to me. So I appreciate the opportunity. this is a great effort, and this is really it's really truly gonna save people's lives. So we have to kind of remember, I think what we're all doing is we're all coming together to pitch in to take care of the most vulnerable people in our communities. And that's really what this is all about. So I really appreciate your guys' effort first and foremost. It's just nice to be sitting in a group of people that I know care. That's something that really matters at this point in time in our community, in our country. People who care and come together and work together is really the most inspirational thing we can all do. So this effort I'm really happy to be a part of it. I'm certainly going to do everything I can to raise awareness with my friends, my family, our fans, anyone we can out there that wants to get involved and donate masks, and hopefully we get more than our goal. So I'm gonna start by donating some masks, and I'm gonna continue to try and find every mask I can for children and for adults, and I'm gonna do everything I can. I really appreciate the opportunity to be involved in this, and I hope everyone knows we are headed, I think, as a community, we're headed towards better days, and it's going to be that gets us there. So really giving everyone the opportunity to stay safe, and this is to me is the most important thing. So thank you guys so much for having me, and thanks for letting me be a part of it. And everyone out there watching, it really does. Every mask that you can donate really is making a difference, and it's helping your community. It's keeping people safe. So thank you guys so much for all your work and your time, and for letting me be a part of this this great group of people here.
Yep.
Thank you, Joel.
Joel, thank you so much for giving back. Thank you to Good Charlotte. Thank you for always remembering us here in Annapolis and always stepping forward. So we are lucky, and we're so excited for you and your success. So I'm going to give everyone the parameters of this contest. Currently, I'm using my mask to cover my double chin. So that's kind of been helping with, like, just making me look a little slimmer. But this one is from my Tiger King collection. But everyone can insert their personality into it. So our contest starts on June 1 and runs to July 31st. The categories are most Annapolitan, most Maryland, most patriotic, and most creative. The website you go to is annapolis.thekitchenandbar.com/masks for Annapolis. I'm going to repeat that one more time just in case we didn't have it on the screen. That is annapolis.thekitchenandbar.com/masks for Annapolis. There are plenty of prizes. Some of them are from the Boatyard Bar and Grill, Carpaccio, Cafe Normandy, Hilton Garden in Annapolis downtown, Hampton Inn White House, Hampton Inn Baltimore Inner Harbor, Hyatt Place National Harbor, Kitchen on West Street, Latitude 38 Waterfront, Lemongrass, AC Hotel by Marriott Washington, D.C. downtown, Residence Inn Baltimore Inner Harbor, Sailor Oyster Bar, donated by Schooner Woodwind. And that's just some of the prizes. I'm sure there'll be more prizes. So that's a lot of prizes, a really good chance you're going to win something just by donating a mask. And so before we go to questions, could we all put our masks on so people can see a little bit of personality if you have them ready? Let's get a little peace sign in here. Okay, spread the love and not the virus. Do we have any questions at all?
So the drop-off location is, number one, the Office of Emergency Management donation bin, which is at the bottom of West Street in front of Zachary Jewelers. Number two, you can drop off your mask at the Hilton Garden Inn, downtown, Annapolis downtown, which is 174 West Street in the main lobby. And third, you can drop off your mask at Latitude 38 Waterfront, which is 12 Dock Street.
Thank you, Director Simmons.
You're welcome.
And any other questions? Any questions from anyone on the panel? All right. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. Let's wave our way out. Joel, would you like to say anything on leaving?
Just how happy I am to be a part of this, and thank you guys so much for having me. I'm excited to see everyone's masks. I'm excited to see people turning in masks, and you know, I think my family's going to get involved as well. They're probably going to be making some masks, and so we're all happy to be a part of this. And thank you guys. Thank you so much for your efforts. Thank you everyone at home, and certainly, you know, Gavin, whenever you give us props, I just think it's important to remind everyone that if it weren't for Maryland and for Annapolis, we wouldn't have had a place to start our career. And certainly the life I have today is a credit to everyone back home. So you know, I always have to say thank you to everyone for always supporting us, always giving us love. Every time I come home, it's just a wonderful place to come home to, and we really appreciate it. So thank you for having me, and good luck everyone out there in getting your masks in. We appreciate everyone donating, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
Thank you all. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.